Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we are looking at the Wave. This is from the new company Metalure. They're not new. They've actually had a few nice IMs out, like the Comet, which was like, I think, $4,000 or something like that. This one is the Wave. This is their latest one. Look at this. We're not going to do the unboxing because I can just show you everything that comes in a box, but I want to show you the experience. You open this up, and you have your metal ores right at the top there. Then you open this up, and inside there you have all your accessories. There's a box for like the tips and different things like that, and you have your documentation there. And it's got a, this is overall a very nice unboxing experience. Then you get this nice case here, which has a brass zipper. I don't know if this is real. I mean, this smells like real leather. I am not 100% sure. I don't know if it says it anywhere that this is a real leather case, but it smells good. It's a really nice quality case. Getting in, you have ear tips. You have these, which are a graphene silicone type, very wide bore. Let's do that. A wide bore tip. I'll put those back. Those are the ones I actually had on it. Then you have these foams, which it comes with. And then you have these premium tips here, horn-shaped tips. And it comes in this nice aluminum package. And then, of course, the cable. Now, cable doesn't look as thick as, like, say, an aftermarket cable that you would get. This is the one that I had tried it on. But believe it or not, I actually like it with this one on it. It's designed for that one, and it just seems to go. And people used to these, but this cable is very durable as well. Comes with this nice snap tie to match the case as well. So that's nice overall. Nice presentation. Nice looking IMs, by the way. Here they are right here. This nozzle is gold plated and it's made out of titanium. There's a mesh over there to keep wax and debris from damaging your dynamic driver inside. An air hole right there. There's serial numbers. Just overall a very solid brass shell, by the way. It's very heavy brass. So it has a good weight. It's definitely not cheap feeling. It definitely is extremely well made, like a tank. Like, really, honestly, that has a really nice heft to it. I didn't find it uncomfortable, even though it does have some weight to it. But fair warning, it is quite heavy compared to your typical IMs. Here we have the back of the product. And you see the different specs there. It is 108 decibels. Front housing is titanium with gold. That's the nozzle. High strength brass. The diaphragm is unique. You don't really see any Nomax. Now, for those people that don't know, Nomax is a fireproof material that's used in a lot of different things. It's a very rugged material. It's a Nomax diaphragm with a polymer coating and liquid silicone rubber, LSR, inside the diaphragm. 2-pin connector is a 0.78. The wire is a 4-core wire, OFC copper cable with the 2.5 millimeter TRRS, which is balanced, metallic gold, and they do weigh 23.5 grams. I don't have... let me look for a second. I don't know if this tells me the weight or not, but putting that aside and putting the Metalure right there and taking a look at these very gorgeous looking IMs, I'm going to look at these guys right here and see if these have a weight, which they usually do. Let's see. These actually don't give me the weight. Not really. Usually they give the weight with most of the IMs, but this one is not giving me the weight. This one's metal that I have in my hands too as well. I wanted to see a comparison because these feel very lightweight compared to that. I almost didn't think they were metal. But these guys, solid as a tank. as beautiful as some people thought these were cufflinks because these are just so uniquely egg-shaped with the little, downward bend there. Fit in your ear very nice. As you see, it's all round on the back part that goes in your ear. The brass over time will probably get a patina on it and actually look, more and more unique and beautiful compared to that. It says, wonderful sound may have no specific origin, but our New York style design will take you straight to the Big Apple at first glance. I'm not that far from New York. So just looking at that, it's a very nice style. Seriously, very, very nice egg shape. And I don't think I have any other egg shape. An egg shape is very comfortable in the ear. It would fit in the ear like this. It's round. All the rounded parts would be in the ear. None of these flat parts should be in your ear unless your ear is very, very large. They do get fingerprints, and I'm a stickler for fingerprints. I'm constantly cleaning them. But anything shiny is going to get fingerprints, whether it's brass, chrome, black, navy blue, something like that. Anything like that's going to show off fingerprints. That's not a big deal. Overall, the performance. My computers are down right now, so I don't have my information on the screen. But we're going to, off the top of my head, remember my notes on these. Now, I like the cable. At first glance, when I saw the cable, I thought, my God, that's really a thin cable for the thing. But this is a very solid cable. It's got some good flex to it. As you can see, it's not going to tangle. It's kind of tangle free, and I like that. The case is unique. It kind of opens in the top. So you've got all that storage up there for things, and then you've got all the storage down there for things too. So that's a nice case for it. I like the selection of tips. Overall, I like the accessories. I found them very good. And just moving my can of Major Melon around that I did for TikTok. Good stuff. So, I like the design. I found them comfortable. They are heavy. People that have very sensitive ears and can't use heavy IEMs, definitely I would not recommend these for you. People that love bass, I would definitely recommend these for you. And the bass isn't the only good part of this, but we're going to go with the bass because that's the bass. That's the bass line, not to be punny. But the bass is very deep. There is a lot of power down in the bass. There's some really good detail in both the mid bass and sub bass. Very good overall. It's very powerful, yet it is controlled. It's not that intrusive over the mids, but the mids do have a kind of nice warmth and richness to them. Vocals particularly exceptional. There's a forwardness to the vocals. Not overly so, kind of more of a neutralish kind of sound for the mids, but they do have a warmishness to them as well. Then we start getting into the higher end. The upper mids have the forwardness actually, and they almost tend to be a little bright, as well as the lower mids being a little warm. So it kind of just a really natural feeling to the mids. They're quite clear. You can hear them very well. I'm not sure, depending on the track and the source and what you're listening to. These were tested first on a Diablo and then on my new best friend, the IDSD Signature. And they sounded good on both. So I can't complain there. I tried them on some things and the regular on just the phone and stuff. And these tend to seem to like power. Now, the spec-wise would insinuate that they don't need power, and they don't. But like all things, it's going to change the sound a little bit when you add more power to them. Overall, I like these. I really do like these. And then we're going to get into the highs. And the highs have a very nice pleasantness to them, saying that they have sparkle and they have detail, but there is a fast roll off there. No peaks, no spiky harshness whatsoever, no sibilance. Waving my hand around, you can probably see that in the IM. I don't know why I do that. But no, overall, they were just very good, mature, kind of smooth treble there. Some nice neutralish warmth in the mids. And then the bass, of course, deep, powerful, authoritative, and very well controlled. Then we'll get into the soundstage. And the soundstage was an above average soundstage. It was very natural in the fact that it had a nice width to it, a nice open feeling. There's some good instrument separation altogether, some nice imaging there, and it's wider than it is deep, and it's kind of natural, but around you, probably like around the front of you, maybe, a certain amount of degrees in the front in a U shape, which is very natural, and it kind of feels and sounds like you're standing in front of a really nice, stereo system when you're listening to these. And that makes it very, very pleasant for listening. And people that appreciate like bass are going to absolutely love these. Obviously, if you're a person that wants a neutral sound signature, I have another IAM coming up that you probably like. It's more close to that. I don't have anything that's flat. I particularly don't really like flat sound. Well, I don't know. The Ananda's kind of neutralish flat. It's very well represented, but that's a headphone, so that's a different thing altogether. But, I can appreciate every sound signature that's out there, from the Bright to the Harman to, just super KZ V shape, which this is not a KZ V shape. This is more of a maturely smooth V shape, maybe even a U shape. Have to look at the charts and everything, but there's no spikes, there's no peaks, there's really good detail retrieval through the bass up to the treble, and the treble being mature, it rolls off. Treble heads aren't going to like this at all because of that. Bass heads will definitely like this, and with some EQ, it could probably rumble your ears right off. I wouldn't recommend that. It's perfect the way it is, to be quite honest. It was comfortable. It is very beautiful looking. These, you're not going to find a more rugged pair than these, to be quite honest. They are quite built well. Built like a tank, to be quite honest. Solid. I suppose if I threw this at you, you'd feel it. Not that I'm saying to do that, because they're quite elegant looking. Overall, I would highly recommend these if you're looking for something in this price range with those features, with that bass. You like the bass. Me personally, I like to have a little bit of each in the collection. I like to have something more neutral, balanced, and obviously your bass cannon. This would be like a gentleman's bass cannon because it's a mature tuning. Totally love these, to be quite honest. One of my favorites. These guys are always going to be next to me on the desk in the favorites bin. I don't see anybody overtaking them in bass so far. When I want to have a nice bass session and be controlled and quite well, I don't think I'm going to find a better pair than this. So these guys are amazing. This is the Metalure Wave. I'll leave a link down below to Metalure in the description. We're heading toward the 15 minutes. It's very simple. There's not, like a whole bunch of complexities to talk about. It's a single dynamic driver. It's got good detail. It's got good soundstage. It's got amazing bass. It's got good mids. It's got good treble. It just overall is a nice performer that's built so well. And quite frankly, the look of this is looks like very expensive cufflinks or something like that. They're quite stunning looking, to be quite honest. So what do you say? Does this do it for you? Do you like this? Would you get these? I like them. I really like them. This is probably my second most expensive pair that I've had. so far. The first would have been the AKGs, the N50s and N40s. Yeah, these are really nice. I like them. I really like them a lot. I'll leave the link down below. Metalure Wave. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you somewhere out on the internet. Stay safe.